yet. But I do know people shoot at you. Hell, you went viral for fucking up somebody's relationship with a dude. The dude, listen, people, dude asked for Nate's number. Nate gets it. Nate sees this man 15 minutes later out there with his girl. Nate goes up and says, "Oh, so that's what it is. You got my number. You want to just ruin the relationship." And when you reality, all you had to do is be like, "Oh, he ain't shit." Ball the number up. And if you see him again, be like, bro, you tried me. You hear
No,
what?
he needed to be exposed because he was going a little bit too hard for me. And if
Mm.
my man was out there embarrassing me, I would want somebody to come tell me to confront him. Let's get the receipts. At the end of the day, and that's just what it is. I
Okay.
feel, but that's not what
She
you
ain't
want to do.
legal.
That's not what we talk about. What
She
happened?
ain't legal. She ain't legal.
Listen, that's her choice.
Thank
People have their own tolerance of what they will tolerate, what they won't tolerate. People know their worth and their value, and if she felt like she wanted to continue that, that's totally up to her. Would I be mad at her? No, I don't know her. But she should know what type of man she's dealing with, because 9 times out of 10 you could see that he was lying. So I mean, now she knows, and it was her choice to make the decision, and if she stayed with him, then that's on her.
Well, as a person that has went out with Naysimone, we've shared some. She's been in my home. We've had some good lunches and dinners. And 2 points for the people that want to date her, because we're gonna get to that point.
Oh
Nay
God.
said she don't want somebody who's clingy. But
Hmm.
oftentimes, women that say that, you make her clingy. Hey, bro, I don't know what I know what it's gonna take, but you make her clingy, they gonna eat them words. You're gonna be tired of Nate. They gonna be under you like a sweater on Fat Albert. But
That's
Nate,
not, you know what?
she don't want to
I've
be.
no, let me tell you, I had, like I said, after my last breakup, I had to go through. No, she did the right thing. That's why.
Dawn,
Dawn, hey, Dawn.
That's messy. It's messy,
No,
dog.
but let me see. I forgot what I was about to say. What I was saying.
You was about to tell me we were talking about
Oh
clinginess.
yeah, so like when I got out of my last relationship, and I start realizing most of what the guys would or dislike about me is because I wasn't clingy enough, or they felt like I didn't really give them the attention that they wanted, or that was always the situation, because like I said, I'm so used to being by myself, so I
Mhm.
like I really like being by like my daughter will call me, be like, Mom, what you doing? No, you can't come over, not today, I'm not in the mood. She'd be like, dang. And that's just with everybody. That's not
Mhm.
just with men, that's just me. I've always been, mind your business. I
Yeah.
always I just always been, just like I always been like that. Like I'm an extrovert when need be, but I'm more of an introvert than anything. Like I like to be by myself. I can entertain myself. I have fun by myself. Like people like, you don't be bored? I'd be like, no. They be like, what you doing? Like, girl, I'm up here mixing up some stuff. I'm up here writing some stuff. I be reading. I just enjoy being by myself.
She's a hermit until
Why we
you
gotta
change
say a
her.
hermit? I
Yes,
go out. Don't get me wrong. I go out, but you
you be about
know,
your money though.
I have to be. I'm not a money. Listen, I don't like the word saying money chasing, because no, I want to be a money catcher. I don't want that shit to be. I don't want to be chasing it. I want to catch it. I don't want to chase it. But I just, and you should. Wow. I trust me. That's crazy. That is crazy. See? And see, when people listen, and when people can't relate to you, that's the first thing they think of. You're unhappy, you're depressed. Like they just, and see that that's where it comes from. No, I'm not depressed. I am,
Oh my god.
you know what it is? I don't have time for the BS. You know what I'm saying? I just don't have the time for the
Amen.
BS. I'm in that space where, I'm at peace. I found peace and I'm enjoying it. And as soon as I feel like there's a slight chance of somebody interrupting that peace, I cut you off. My cutoff game is so strong. Like I will cut somebody off in a heartbeat. Like I don't have to tolerate or deal with anybody. And that's why when people say things like, of course, when you get married, most of my friend girls are, I'm not depressed. I promise you.
You're
I'm
not.
happy. I'm in a happy space. You understand? I'm
She's
so
not.
happy right now.
She's not
I felt.
depressed. She's a little toxic, but
Why would you say I'm toxic?
because that's the
Give
word
me
they
a
say.
reason why you would think I'm toxic.
Because every time somebody, it's the what's the thing? Every time someone has an answer, you change the question. Nay is a very nice person. She would be great in a relationship. As much as Nay talks about men, Nay is running from commitment, some responsibility that comes with relationships, and Nay also does
You hit
not
the
want to hit on that she needs to be accountable for some of her past choices that she blames on future men. All right. So Nate, listen, Nate, Nate,
No, but you
Nate
was
will
hold
go on
on.
a date.
You was right. You
Thank
was right with the responsibility part. Yes. I don't like a lot of responsibilities. I don't
you.
like to take on more than I can chew, right? Let me tell you this. When you're in a relationship with someone, right? When you're in a relationship with someone, sometimes you're not just dating that person. You got to date everybody else, whether it's their kids, their moms, their family. I ain't got time for that. Oh, I want you to meet my family. And then when you have family functions and you like, no, I want to go. See, then here I go. It's a problem. I'm the girlfriend, but the girlfriend don't want to come to none of my family stuff. See, and this is where it comes to, oh, she ain't shit. Because I want to be with you and not the rest of your family. You know what I'm saying? Like just how when you want to be with me, I don't want to because you got to date everybody. I don't want to date everybody. I don't want to date your mom. I don't want to date your kids. You know, I don't want those responsibilities. And then when you get into you when you take on someone, you take on basically a lot of their stuff. Nay is my long lost twin.
Well, it's funny you say that because Dawn is my best friend, and Nate, you ain't too far behind her. So yes, y'all are some special and good women who just no. Dawn is
Listen. I'm telling you, because you know when you think about it, you get with someone. Now you got to get out, honey, and catch that money. But I get it because apparently, the money comes to you. I do what I got to do. Let's put it like this: I do what I got to do, and you know,
they gonna be married next year.
no, I'm not.
This is fourth quarter
But
now.
like you right
Fourth
about the
quarter now.
responsibilities. When my dog passed on, and everyone's like, "You gonna get another dog?" Nope. When I had my daughter and everybody's like, "Ned, you gonna have another kid?" Nope. I have a problem taking on more than I can chew, right? And sometimes in people in these spaces, they get into relationships, right? But they have so much else going on in their life that they neglect the person that's supposed to be an addition to their life. And then that person gonna feel away because you're not there you're not there with them. Like, and then it becomes an issue. She don't spend time with me. I don't think she's into me. Da da da. She's always worried about her work. She's always here. She's always there. Now you might get somebody that come across like I understand that. Like when you know when we get time and whatever. But you got somebody that want to call you every freaking hour on the hour. You got somebody that always wants you to give them your undivided attention. Unfortunately, I can't do that.
That's hilarious. Listen, Nate,
I still
Nate,
don't. It's so
listen,
great.
Nate won't. Nate doesn't want to get married. So first of all, she tells people on dates that she want to be married, right? So most men in their weak game is gonna want to try to lock her down, right? They can't. They don't want to coexist because they know she's a wild horse. Let me get in a marriage and put her in my stable. That way I can try to hurdle her down, right? She don't want marriage. She don't want to be a housewife, but she want a housewife life. They want you. They don't mind. They don't want to be running the cleaners for you. They don't want to be commanded to cook dinner for you. They would love to be romantically wooed, taken on some trips, come
Mm-hmm.
over and chill. But
Mm-hmm.
responsibility wise, they don't want to cook. She clean. Listen, she clean your house to
I
death.
clean the shit out your
She
house.
clean your house.
I
But as
clean the shit
far as the
out your house.
responsibilities, checking in, where you at, nah, Nay is running AWOL from the biblical sense of what a relationship is. And
Yeah,
she doesn't
I don't go
realize
by the book.
four
I don't go
quarter,
by that.
four quarter, 2 minutes on the clock.
Okay, Erica, peace and bags. He said, yeah,
Kevin
listen.
Samuels, listen, Kevin Samuels was looking, they didn't get a chance to record. Kevin Samuels was about to bring Nay on the show, and it was going to be amazing.
It would have been. It
It was.
definitely would have been. But Honestly, to each his own. Everybody has their own needs, and when you go out there and you looking for what you feel like you need, you get it, and it's up to you to do what it is that you're going to do with it. And that's just it. I can't tell every individual that a man should be this way, a female should be this way, because not every relationship is the same. You know.
Okay. Since since you have a huge following, right? And your ass single. In fact, you one of my great friends. I love her I love her very much. But she is the reason I created the whole term habitually single. So I really want Naysimone to give at least give some advice to your fans out there that's out here following your lead. That's like
I
Beyonce. Beyonce be on
listen,
the song, but she married.
listen. I can tell you the best way to be single.
Mm,
Okay, I can tell you the benefits on being single. I mean, I can't tell you the benefits of being married because I'm not married. And
relationship.
the stories that I hear, I'd be like, you with someone and just say y'all been together for a long time, and then 15 years down the line, you're just unhappy. You got to really think about it. Let's just say you in your 50s and you're thinking about you're married with this person. Can you spend you might have a good 20, 30 years left, maybe. Do you want to spend your next 20, 30 years trying to uphold something that's not making you happy? Or do you just like, all right, I need to move on. I want to spend my last few years happy, because we all know tomorrow's never promised, right? Tomorrow's
Mm,
never promised. So you use your time wisely. You do what you want to do with your time, whether it is spending time with someone or going out there making money. You're going to pick and choose what you want to do. And that's it. I'm not chasing after nobody. I don't want anybody to chase after me, because I tell them, don't waste your time, especially right off the back. I can have like a 5-minute conversation with you and I already know I'm not attracted, or it's nothing there. I didn't feel it. And I know that might be a little crazy, but that's just me. That's just me. I
you,
can't, that's
first,
just me.
first thing you listed was attraction.
Go
That's why
ahead.
I always say you like a dude. First thing I you when we talking about finding the mate
I say
quality,
I can talk to somebody in 5 minutes and already know
yeah,
that I don't want to talk
not
to them.
attracted.
It's not even, listen, that's part, yeah, that's the big part too, because you want to be with somebody that you're attractive to. Like, let's just see what it is. Some girls like, listen, my man, if he got money, he's doing this. I'm good with that. Some girls are attracted to what you have opposed to anything else. They don't see nothing else but your money and your material items. And I tell people in these days, when you die tomorrow, what's going to happen to your bins? What's going to happen to all the things you have sitting in your house? Who you do? I mean, do you think about? You don't think about those things. Everybody think about, worrying about what other people going to view them as. Oh, I had a relationship with a guy who was like, you're a public figure. You shouldn't be going outside with a headscarf and some sweatpants. And I'm like, I'm comfortable. I don't care what everybody gonna think about it. I don't care. I'm not out here to impress anybody. I'm just out here being me. I'm out here doing me. And if that's a problem for you, then you got to reevaluate yourself, because I'm not doing anything different. But people will view you for, that's great. Let's get to the fish
Let's
that
get all
don't
the
want
fish
to
out the
be in the
pond.
pond.
They don't want to be in the pond, not the damn pond.
Listen, like I'm listen. Am I open to date and stuff? Yeah, I think now I'm more open to dating and see where it can go, but I'm never going to force anybody. I'm not going to force nobody. Nobody should be, a relationship shouldn't be forced. I don't want no forced relationships, whether it's with a dude, a female, work relationship. I'm not forcing anything. I'm not. And if I got to sit here and question something, then my thing is just leave it alone.
Okay. Well, listen. When we get off of here, Nay is my friend. I wouldn't dare marry Nay because Nay says I don't want to be married. But to all those guys that think she's beautiful and feel like they can endure her toxic ways, I want you guys tonight to in these comments down there. Nay, we're gonna get you 5 dates. 5 dates.
Huh?
How many dates you gonna go on? Five?
Okay, so listen,
5 dates?
I'm in the middle or in the beginning stages of producing a reality show, Shoot Your
Mhm.
Shot, Nay's Way to Love. And yeah, we gonna see how this work out. So I'm gonna be going on a few dates and we'll see how this work. But yes, I'm gonna put it all out there for everyone to see.